I just want you guys to know I love you very much and I care about you. And I'm only doing all this work to try and help everybody find some sort of peace in their world. And if I can help you become not addicted to a drug and just addicted to meditations, I'll feel happy about that. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Through meditation, we can get you out of your drug addiction. Now wait a minute, that sounds crazy. Can you really help me get off drugs? Yes, yes I can. How, you ask? Well, let's find out. First things first, let's establish drug addiction. Drug addiction can be classified as when there is a dependence physically in the body, or when there's a dependence mentally in the mind. Now, when there's a dependence physically in the body, it's a little bit more difficult to get rid of that addiction, because what happens is you put a substance in your body for so long that your body, in order to reach homeostasis and balance, has decided that that's part of your body and your system. So it changes its makeup in order to operate around having that chemical or that product inside of the body. Well, so when you remove it from the body says, okay, I don't know how to live like this anymore because I've had this in me for so long. Now there's a big hole. Well, then what do we do at that point? Traditional method would have us go and do some sort of a program where we wean off of a substance. And for the most part, I want to let you know that yes, that is a way to do it. It certainly is. But there's also another way to do it that I figured out. And it has to do with utilizing the receptors in your body that you already have and the ability of your body to already produce certain chemicals. So some of you may know, and some of you may not know, that our body has an endocannabinoid system. The endocannabinoid system actually produces natural cannabinoids inside the body. Now, one thing that happens when we consume, it's not a 100% illegal drug, but depending on where you are, when you consume the illegal drug marijuana, it goes into your CB1 and CB2 receptors in your brain, which are cannabinoid receptors. And those receptors, it's like a lock, and the cannabis itself, or the THC, the delta-9 tetrahydrocannabidiol, whatever it is you're using, goes in there and it fits that like a lock, or like a key. So when it fits that lock, you turn the lock, and it opens up all this pleasure and euphoria. There is a way to stimulate those locks in our bodies, in our brains, through meditation. The same can be said with opiates. Believe it or not, our bodies have a natural way to produce a painkiller. So, you ever been working out or running around or playing a sport and you get injured and you keep running and you realize you have a broken bone like 100 yards later, or you've got a gash on your leg, you don't find out for like 2 hours, you're bleeding. What happens is your body produces that adrenaline system, and the adrenaline activates a lot of different processes that can help you to kill pain in your body. Well, I know the Wim Hof method already exists, but I was experimenting with some of this stuff prior to that, and he helped me kind of open that a bit. So I don't want to say that I know this on my own 100%, and that wouldn't be fair. But we can go down inside of our autonomous nervous system, and we can activate that adrenaline through several different processes. The Wim Hof breathing method is one of those processes, so if you want to leave this video now and go find Wim Hof, I won't be offended. But for those of you that wish to stay, I have a similar kind of thing that we're going to do today in just a few minutes, so come with me. Also, one of the reasons I want to do this video today is last night I pulled some sort of a muscle just to the right and down inside my left shoulder blade on the back, that little wing area, and every breath feels like somebody's stabbing me in the lungs with a knife. So using this technique today will be something I'm actually doing for myself, so that should help with it. Alright, we're going to be doing some breathing exercises, so just try and follow along. What I'm going to be doing is taking a breath as deep as I can while laying on my back and letting it almost all the way out, but not quite, maybe about 3/4 of the way out. And then taking another deep breath. And we're going to continue this until our bodies start to feel really numb, okay? And then after our bodies start to feel really numb and good, I'm going to sit up and show you the rest of it. Alright? Let's do this. flat beside you, your arms and your legs straight out. Okay, here we go. Now, if you can do that for about half an hour, you're going to find the most benefit. But what we're going to do next is a visualization of using the drug of your choice. We're not going to actually do it, but we're going to experience it just the same, all right? So either continue to lay down or sit up with me. Okay. So if you're having trouble getting on it, what can help a lot of the time is to pretend like you've used it. So when you're getting that urge to use, so you want to do this straight out of that breathing to where you're still feeling that kind of woozy feeling, because you're going to be able to envision what you want to do much better. So we keep breathing. Just pretend. I know this is weird, but just do it. Smell it. Yeah. If you have to keep your eyes closed, then keep your eyes closed, but feel what it feels like when you put it in your mouth or to your arm or whatever it is that you're choosing, because this does work for all of them. And just imagine what that felt like. And then imagine how all of a sudden the arms are loosening and the itch is gone and you're starting to feel happy. You're loose, happy. And if you can sit long enough and keep doing your breathing, as you start to experience that drug go through all the different parts of your body, you'll start to feel a little bit high. And the harder you can visualize, the better you're going to feel, until you get to a point where whenever you actually need that drug in real life, you can go into your meditation and take your drug that way. And just tell your brain, whatever drug it is that you're taking, tell your brain that you really did just take it. And what'll happen is it'll start to activate those chemicals within our own bodies. And then, over time, you can become drug-free, just through your own mind.